what's up, y'all? I want to give a quick review and just give my thoughts on a Netflix series, 7 Seconds. You all probably have heard of it before, and I'm gonna kind of go into detail. So if you haven't seen it and plan on watching it, you might want to, you know, click off this video. So yeah, I watched it last weekend. I watched some of it Friday night, a few episodes, like 2 or 3. I watched most of it on Saturday while I was just in bed trying to shake back from that cold, and then Sunday I watched the last few episodes. It's 10 episodes. It's like I won't say a drama field, I'll say a suspense series based on race issues, dealing with the local authorities and, you know, just regular people. So this storyline takes place in Jersey City with Regina King. She plays the mother of a 15-year-old boy who didn't come home one night, but he was trying to rush and hurry up and get to school. And in between trying to get to school, he was hit by a car. And I mean, his boots flew off his feet, his body flew another way, his bike flew another way. And there's just blood covering the snow. So that's how it comes on with a cop flying and he hit somebody. And he was on the phone. So after that had happened, the mother is like, it's showing like the guy, he is on the narcotics. He works for the local police department in the narcotics division. Him along with 3 other guys, they like the crew, they works together to go, you know, on drug busts and stuff like that. So they already involved in some illegal activity themselves, but they haven't gotten to that part yet because it just started off with just mostly based on him, focusing on him hitting the boy and trying to, it's like on his mind heavily now, and his conscience is eating away at him because his crew arrived on the scene and they advised him to just leave the scene. And then later on down the line, they tried to pin the hit and run because the boy, he's still alive, barely, but he's ended up in, you know, in ICU on the breathing machine. So that's where it's at that point. And in the meantime, it's eating away at the cop. His conscience is, you know, he can't sleep, he can't eat, he can't focus, and it's taking a toll on him and his appearance. So his fellow, you know, the other cop that's on the narcotics division, they talk him into just, you know, like just cover it up. And he's like, how am I supposed to cover something like that up? They're going to end up, you know, taking fingerprints or whatever, investigating the scene. And it's, you know, they're going to catch up with it and find out that it's me that hit him. How am I supposed to cover something like this up? It's eating away at him. So the dirty cop, he's like a leader of the group. It's always one dirty person that's the leader of the group. He wants to pin it on a local wino who, I see police in the yard behind mine. Everything all right over there. So he wants to pin it on the local wino, but the wino has an alibi because, of course, the wino is innocent. But he also has a private DWI charge on him. So it made it look like it would be easy to just pin it on him since he already got pending charges and stuff like that. And the wino was put in jail, and they thought that, okay, so it's swept under the rug, so let's just go on with our life like we know nothing about that, nothing happened. And he's convincing the cop that hit the boy, everything gonna be all right, stop worrying, stop panicking, stop looking like you're a suspect in it. You know, they're not gonna think that we had something to do with it. And he's like, you gonna help me out with this? He's like, I got you. So the dirty cop, the leader of the pack, he's like, in all of their heads to convince them that they can trust him. And that's what most of the first couple of series was about, just based on him having such a strong hold and impact on the other cops. And they was like weak-minded and just followed behind his lead, you know. And Regina King, she's the boy mama, she's sitting by his side, you know, 24/7 while he's in the ICU, and she's a school teacher, but she took a leave, you know, because her son is fighting for his life. So the dad, I don't know that man's name who plays his daddy, but he's played in a lot of things. Really good actor. He seemed like a person to me that was like kind of disconnected with his emotions. Like he had to put on a hard front for everything. Like he had been through things, and he kind of let it eat at him away till it made him a bitter person. So it was hard to show a soft side and show the love that he had for his son. Because at one point of the show, Regina King, she was like on him, like you was always on him, you was always rough on him and stuff like that. So that kind of painted a picture of the relationship that the boy and the dad had. So I guess he was just like, just real strict and stern and mean, you know, a strict parent. And she was like the soft parent and the one that, you know, always ready to pat him up, you know, how it is like that with moms and their sons. But the boy, he's starting to respond like his mama, she's playing music for him and she's singing to him and talking to him, and he's starting to respond and squeeze her hand when she asks him, if you hit me, just squeeze my hand, baby, and stuff like that. So the dad, he want to leave and go back to work. Like, I guess he just don't want to just sit there and, you know, just sit and just be there 24/7. He's trying to take it off his mind, the fact that his child is in his condition in the hospital fighting for his life. So he just decides, I'm going to just go ahead on back to work and I'll be back up here later or whatever. Also, the daddy, he got a younger brother who he raised. The boy was in the streets. He was dealing with drugs, gang-related issues, which caused him to end up going to jail. When he got out of jail, he had either a choice to do time. I guess he had to go like to a trial or something. So he had the choice to do time or go to the military. So he ended up going into the military. But he was home and he was right there in the hospital with his sister, you know, just sitting in the room with his nephew. So his brother, which is the boy's dad, went back to work. And Regina King, his wife, she was saying like, why don't you talk to him? And, you know, he's responding to me, why don't you talk to him? Or just hold his hand and let him know you love him and just come back to us. They kept saying, come back to us, baby, come back to us. We right here. We know you can do it. And the dad was like, no, like, he just this hard man that I ain't doing all that. If he gonna live, he gonna live. If he not, I'm well with it because I know that he's going home to be with the Lord. And this is all God's plan. It's just something we're gonna have to accept whatever it come out to be. So Regina looking at him like, what the hell wrong with you? Why do you speaking that way? Why you thinking that way? And another thing, they're like into church. I think they were in a choir or served on the board in church or whatever, but they were deeply in the church. So his faith was strong and he was just trying to keep that front up that, well, whatever happens and just trust God and his ways and, you know, and stuff like that. And at this point, she's kind of like losing faith in God because her hurt is beginning to turn into anger, and then her anger turning into she want to get revenge. So at this point in the movie, she leaves the room for a while, and I kind of seen this happen because even though the movie has its predictable scenes, it still kept you. It didn't become like a long, drawn out, boring scene that you was like, well, I don't know what happened, I won't watch it. So no, you still, you know, it still kept me. And I kind of knew that the boy was about to pass away. So she left to go down to the deli in the hospital, And the dad had went back to work. The brother, he wasn't in the hospital room at the time. I guess he had left, went home or whatever. So she was like, baby, I'll be back. I'll be right back. So you seeing, you know, the heartbeat, it's still, and his blood pressure, you see that all on the machine. And you still hear the sound of the breathing machine, you know, the noise that it make going in and out. And it was just like a dead silence to me. So it kind of set you up for what's about to happen. She left, went to the delegate assembly. She came back upstairs, and the nurse was walking out the room, looked like she crying and stuff. So you already know. And she was like, I was looking for you. We didn't know where you were. We've been looking for you for the last past however many minutes or whatever. And she said, I'm sorry. We did all we could do. So, you know, that means the patient is passed away. She walked in the room and see her child disconnected from all the machines and the breathing machine and all that kind of stuff. And he's just laying back, looking peaceful. He's passed away, and, you know, just sad. And you see all the cuts and bruises and scrapes and dried up blood and dirt under his nails. It just seemed real realistic. So that's what kind of kept me, because I was like, oh, I know what's gonna happen in this. It's just another movie about a white man getting away with a crime and covering it up. But he wasn't white. They was Hispanic. They had like one Spanish guy with the crew. And at first they was like, we just want bad. We don't want to have nothing to do with this, man. Just turn yourself in, just let them know. And the leader like, no, we don't do that. We all in this together. And they like getting into it. So they started going against one another, you know, and it just became real hectic to the point where they end up doing some dirty stuff. When they would go on drug busts, but they wasn't turning into drug money. And they was just doing some low down dirty stuff, like how the Denzel Washington, you know, the character that he played in, what is that movie? When he drove that black car. Yeah, so they were dirty cops. So you know, they was dirty cops. They was gonna cover up a crime for their boy. And that went on for so long until everybody started kind of slowly breaking apart. So she wanted to get revenge at this point. She was out on a mission trying to solve this crime and see who killed her child. The dad wasn't too in on it at first. And that scene where it kind of shows him being like, I'm not about to hold his hand and tell him I love him. He know I love him already. If it's meant for him to die, he gonna die. There's nothing I can do about him going back to work. That scene right there caused the mom to be like, not really wanting to even be around her husband no more. Because she wasn't getting that support. She wasn't feeling that connection that she needed from her husband while their child is dying. So she just was MIA for a minute, not going home. Didn't want to be bothered with him, sleeping in her car, going back to the crime scene, trying to figure out like, who hit my child and just left him out here to die. And it took hours and hours, probably over 24 hours, almost 24 hours before they found his body. He could have survived if the person who hit him would have just called the police and just did the right thing. So after all that time went by, she met up with a district attorney, and the district attorney, she, well, not the district attorney. Oh, I think she works for the DA, a girl named KJ, which I'm like, why they gave her that name KJ? They should have gave her a name like Chantel. I think that for her character, the name Chantel would have fit her better than KJ. So she was just like this attorney who was just all over the place. She was drinking alcohol a lot, going to karaoke night and just sloppy with her work, laid behind, just everything unprofessional to be an attorney. So she decides to get on that case because she just took an interest for it for whatever reason. And she wanted to get her good graces back with, you know, the reason why she became an attorney in the first place. She didn't want to just taint her image with just being sloppy and unprofessional. She wanted to just gain back everything that she had, you know, worked hard for to become and everything like that. So you just gotta go watch it if y'all haven't already seen it. It's good. And I thought it was gonna be a season 2, but I just realized they've been posting stuff and getting a lot of backlash because Netflix don't want to sign for a season 2. So that's out the question. But like I said, it's 10 episodes. It's good. Go check it out. And it shows what really happens. Just like here, locally where I live, there. My phone is about to die, so I'm about to shut it off in a minute. They have this investigation going with a member of, like, he worked for the Baton Rouge Police Department, but a while back he kicked out some guy's teeth when he went on a call for whatever. Either way it goes, why did he have to kick out? Like, why did you kick somebody in the mouth? So he was fired from the force. He appealed to get his job back. The appeals board gave him his job back. So he has even been promoted, not just working on the police force, you know, out on the route. He is on the board. So, you know, Salamone, who killed Alton Sterling, when he files for an appeal to get his job back, when he tried to get his job back, he got to go before the same board who this guy serves on. You know, when he got his job, it's just so messed up, and it's like, we already know where it's gonna go. If they gave him his job back for kicking somebody in the mouth, plus he has, like, reports on him for misconduct, you know, as a police in the past, and they still gave him his job back, you know that he gonna be all for Salamone getting his job back. So this kind of stuff, it goes on. Like, it was nothing but, it's reality. And I guess it was just too heavy for Netflix, so they don't want to approve of a second season. So, I don't know. But no matter how much they want to deny it, it really happens. They can be in denial all they want, it really happens, and it's a conversation that needs to be, you know, talked about. It's something that really do need to come to light. It needs to be a national conversation, not just under the Black Lives Matter movement. Just in general, on a daily basis, like the Me Too movement. So, also, there is a season 2 coming of Dear White People, which I love Dear White People. I watched it, I think I watched that last year or earlier this year. I love Dear White People, and they said it wasn't gonna be a season 2, but now I see I got my notifications that it's coming soon, so I can't wait to tune in to that, because I like Dear White People. Right now I am looking at, I hope they stay right here. Look at this bird. Just came and landed. He just flew away. So pretty. Look at my backyard, y'all. And see, I can see over my fence, and I seen the police walking back there. So I hope everything alright. Yeah, but that concludes my video. Just want to give a quick thoughts and opinions on 7 seconds. So my phone is about to die, and I will talk to y'all later. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of your Saturday.